All right, let's jump right in. Over the next few minutes, we are going to completely transform how you look at your paycheck. Because we're not just talking about earning money here. We're talking about making that money work for you. So, does this sound familiar? Payday hits, you feel great for, what, a minute? And then, poof, bills, rent, maybe a couple of nights out, and suddenly you're sitting there wondering where it all went. It is such a frustrating cycle, right? But what if there was a completely different way to think about it? And this is the crucial shift in perspective. Your salary isn't just spending money. It's not just there to cover today's bills. You need to start seeing it as powerful investment capital. It's the raw material you're going to use to build the assets that secure your future.
So let's really dig into that reframing. It's time to stop seeing your paycheck as just something to be spent and start seeing it as a seed that you're going to plant.
This is it. This is the single most important idea we're going to talk about. Think of every single dollar in your salary not as a leaf that you just spend and it's gone, but as a seed. A seed that, if you plant it with a little bit of care and strategy, can grow into a huge tree that produces passive income for you for years and years to come.
But here's the thing, you can't just throw seeds on rocky soil and hope for the best, right? So before we even think about investing, we have to prepare the ground. We have to build a strong, stable financial foundation.
So what does a solid foundation look like? Well, it really rests on three main pillars. First, that mindset shift we just talked about. Second, a simple budget. This just puts you in the driver's seat so you know what's happening with your cash. And third, and this one is your financial shield, is a dedicated emergency fund.
Look, a budget doesn't have to be some scary, complicated spreadsheet. The 50-30-20 rule is a fantastic place to start. 50% for your needs, rent, food, 30% for your wants, like entertainment. But the magic is in that last 20%. That slices for your savings and investments. It's the whole pay yourself first idea in action, making sure your future gets funded before anything else.
Now, before you invest a single dollar of that 20%, you have to build this. An emergency fund is non-negotiable. Seriously, it's the buffer that protects you and your investments from all of life's crazy surprises. A job loss, an unexpected medical bill. This fund is what makes sure you don't have to sell your investments at the absolute worst possible time. Okay, your foundation is secure, you've got that emergency fund in place. Now it's time for the really exciting part. Let's talk about planting those first seeds and actually starting your investment journey. And you don't need to be some Wall Street expert to get started. Just think of it like a ladder. You can start on the very first rung with super low-risk stuff like government bonds. As you get more comfortable, you can step up to things like index funds or ETFs, which basically lets you buy a tiny, tiny piece of hundreds of companies all at once. The key isn't to be an expert on day one, it's just to get on the ladder. Now, let's talk about the engine that's going to power all of this growth for you. It's called compound interest. It's been called the eighth wonder of the world, and for good reason. It's not just your money making money, it's when the earnings on your money start making their own money. It's this incredible snowball effect. And just look at how this plays out over time. In the first few years, the growth seems pretty slow, almost flat. But as time goes on, look at how that curve just gets steeper and steeper. The amount of growth you can see in year 20 can be more than all of the first 10 years combined. That, right there, is the unbelievable power of starting early and just letting your seeds grow undisturbed.
So, once that first tree starts to grow, it's time to think bigger. Because a single salary or a single investment, well, that's a single point of failure. True financial strength comes from building an entire forest.
It's an old saying, because it's absolutely profoundly true. You should never, ever put all your seeds in one basket. Your salary is the seed for your first income tree, but it shouldn't be your only one.
So what does that actually look like? Well, that 20% seed money from your salary could be used to buy a course, to learn a new high-paying skill. It could fund the website for your new side hustle, or maybe it becomes the down payment on a rental property. Each one of these uses your salary to plan a brand new, totally independent source of income.
Okay, we've covered the mindset, the foundation, and the strategy. But honestly, none of it works without this final and most important ingredient. This is what separates the people who succeed from those who just dream about it. And here it is. It's that simple. This is the unbreakable formula for building wealth. Consistently investing even a small amount, month after month, year after year, will always, always beat waiting around to try and make some huge one-time investment. It's about the habit, not the home run. So,
How do you guarantee you'll be consistent? Simple. You take yourself out of the equation entirely. You automate it. Set up automatic transfers from your checking account to your savings and investment accounts for the day you get paid. It ensures you pay yourself first, and it makes consistency completely effortless.
Just remember, your salary isn't just for today. It's the seed for your financial freedom tomorrow. You have the roadmap now. Shift your mindset, build that solid foundation, and then plant your seeds consistently. The power is literally in your hands. So the only real question left is this one. What is the first seed that you are going to plant today?